Not saying that because he's a lecturer and she sees women dancing.
Yes, that one. No, I don't want to agree. So I don't want to agree. Yeah, because she said no once. He now saw that woman. He's not. So if the okay, go ahead.
When he's seeing all of these people dangling in front of him, and he's remembering that the woman elbowed him
one time,
that the temptation is there.
No.
It's our first live, so we're here because we know that our community loves us and they want to see us in real time. So we decided, why not just come online live and discuss with you, you discuss with us. So for those that are online live, we're grateful for coming on live. We're going to be gisting mostly, but feel free to join the gist. So that's how it's going to flow today.
Yeah.
Yes.
So leave a comment in the comment section, whether you're on TikTok or you're on YouTube. You can leave a comment. We'll see your comments and we'll respond to your comments. We want to hear from you. We want to see you. What do you feel? Have you been enjoying our videos? Have you been enjoying our podcast? You don't forget to like and subscribe. Subscribe on our page if you have been watching us before. If you're a new viewer, welcome.
But there's this topic that was discussed about families in diaspora generally, like when the perception or like the belief that men have that women change over time when they come abroad, like, oh, my wife has changed, she's not that submissive again and things like that.
Before we left our country to where we are now, I know of some people in my circle that said, oh, they are not going to relocate because abroad embodies women, as it makes women bold and they are no longer submissive. So I heard that before I left Nigeria to Canada, and even here, you hear it, but is it true? Is it statistically proven? I don't think so. But I know that from my own reality, the culture we come from does not give an enabling environment for women to air all their views. So for the good of the general public, they just stay subservient. And then this part of the world, everybody, child, woman, even the dog has a view. So when they come here and the woman is now more verbal, more insisting of, oh, you have to respect me, they now feel that this woman is no longer submissive. So that's my own view. I don't think.
Well, I always come from the side of two positions. Now, looking at it's true, but might be overrated in some situations. I feel it's exaggerated in some instances, but it actually does happen. There are instances where women come over, maybe foreign country, UK, Canada, US, Poland, wherever it is, even Australia, as long as it is not an African country per se. And some ladies they change. Their behavior kind of changes. Their relationship tends to change. It actually has happened because I've had friends where there was a scenario where there was this woman where she is in the marriage with her husband. They moved to Canada and they are living together. I don't know their family dynamics. I'm not close to them. I really don't know them per se. But do you know that this lady sponsored a boyfriend in her home country and made the guy come over to Canada, got a place for him, and they were still having relationship. Eventually now the marriage is on the rocks because whatever you hide will just come out. And there are some people that they get married, maybe the lady, they were the husband or the man, because particularly it's men that cry about this kind of scenario. So the guy is in the country, outside the country, and then he got married to a woman from his hometown because maybe he couldn't get somebody around to get married to. And partly part of his perspective might be that, oh, the women here their eyes are too open. So he wants to get somebody he feels that will understand that has not been
exposed or
is it not really exposed, but have not been contaminated with the Western
lifestyle.
And the woman came into Western world. And the next thing is they had problems because the lady is now becoming very proud or feeling like I'm now in a new country. Now, I don't know the scenario between the two of them.
To finish her.
I'm not even justifying whether the man didn't treat the woman wrongly because she acted that way. I'm just trying to say that some of them actually happened. Some women or spouse that used to know that was cooperative, let me use that word, whether financially, home-wise and everything, socially, was cooperative. I won't say subservient or subjective. But later, when you are now here, even in your normal setting, all of a sudden, man becomes changed. She wants to join society. She wants to party. And we didn't used to do this before. Now, trying to tell her, can you adjust? Can you? Of course, some people, this all depends on how you approach the whole scenario. So it's not, for me, no one should care. He might try to talk to her and she feels now, I'm not listening to you. This is my new life. I have changed. You have to accept my change. And he's not wanting to accept the change. And that's what happens.
From my own view, I would want to say everyone coming abroad, even for the children, has changes happened in everyone's life. And we all know, if we want to be sincere, living abroad can be, could I say, frustrating, can be stressful. And also, because combining everything, before you go to work, come back, you need to tend to kids, you don't have help. I always talk about that. So, and our men, maybe this mentality they had back home. One was called, my wife is this kind, she would do this. In fact, some women would even wash clothes, do the laundry, iron clothes, and do. Let's say here, the woman is working full time. Unlike home, men are carrying majority of the bill. Some women are not working, so they might have that kind of time. Some women do not even do full time work back home. But here, everyone has to move. Wife is working, so I think men need to shift ground too. Do you get my point? Oh, if you back home, you don't assist her at home in chores. Here, fine, we understand man is the head of the family, but we still need to work together as a family. And if the woman here, that kind of woman is not getting that kind of assistance, she would see the other side of her. I believe when you give a woman a lemon, she will make lemonade out of it. She has gone to work from morning till, like, at times you might be at home since morning watching TV. She's coming back and you're still waiting for her to come and prepare what you. And if that kind of woman say, oh, I'm tired, I can't make meal immediately, or the meal has to stay till later in the day, let me take some rest too. It will be like, oh, you came here, you've become something else. So in that situation, when you hear things like that, ask what exactly is happening in that family. But because I don't want to believe there will be someone back home that doesn't attend parties, that used to be so reserved, then you now get what's the big thing here for you to now start saying, oh, I want to join that gang of party going people.
So the reason why I'm all tough is because they made it about the money.
Everybody, even the children change. Some of them will change if you are not very like if you don't take your ground and say, oh, this is the rule of the children. We see children that change, so it's not about.
But when we change, let's not change for the worse. It's always good to change for the better. Because as we say, the woman accommodate the man. The man should accommodate the woman. The woman should also accommodate the man. Yes. Because everybody's under pressure when you move abroad, and then you now have a woman that is maybe not really forget not about house chores. Sometimes, yes, I agree with what Okiki said. Support your wife, house chores, support
your husband too.
Together, you are together and everything. But we now talk about attitudinal change, behavioral change.
The one thing leads to the other.
It's not always like
women. No, I'm not defending women. I know, like I said, everybody come abroad is a lot, as in it's a lot. So everybody has these changes that happen in their life. But this kind of quote, or how would this saying that the woman, everybody, that's what I'm saying. Even when you notice your children, they will change because they kind of see some things here and they want to behavior. It's you that will stand in your culture. It's you that will stand your ground and say no. Even when we look at it, some people, the rate at which they were religious back home, getting here, the level of prayer time going to church reduced. That is a change, right? People, when you watch some people, their dressing changed. Some people do not wear.
When it comes to dressing, maybe that's why you are insisting. Not 100%. Personally, the older you grow, even naturally, whether in diaspora or in your home country, your perspective of a lot of things might change. I'm not the same way I was 10 years ago. No, it's not about you're talking about that area. I'm talking about in general, right? My perspective on a lot of things change. When you grow older too, sometimes you realize that, see, life is moving. And that's like when you get 40, when a woman especially gets to 40, 42, see, I've been laboring with kids all this life while running around taking care of children. I'm not even taking care of my looks. And that's why sometimes their looks upgrade. Some of them at that time, they want to change their looks. Now look like, oh, you are not dressing like this. I'm not talking about naked,
being self-conscious and changing your
looking good. Right. You know, some of them are now more conscious of hair. I mean, look at your hair.
Okay, and I want to ask you a question in that instance. Is it because that kind of a woman relocated abroad that she changed? Can we attribute a change to relocating abroad or age, like you said? But people will now tell me and say, oh, she has gone to, she has relocated, she has changed, she's now being conscious, or she's, no, it might be age, like you said, but not, even if she was in Nigeria back home, she might realize and say, oh, I'm not getting any younger, I think I want to change some look. And so they should start saying because of abroad. That's my...
As long as it's within the premise of moderation, I can understand that as the ages go, you want to look different. You want to explore. Because when I was in my 20s, I never thought I would color my hair. I'm just being real. I never thought I would color my hair.
But like it looks beautiful. You know, I keep
I
it.
remember even before now, I was wearing dreads. I remember that when I posted a picture of dreads on my Facebook page, somebody said this, hey, all these sisters, when you get abroad, you change. So let me put that on my comment section. And in my head, I'm like, as long as I'm within the premise of moderation,
It might even be
But
convenient.
moderation to you is not
nakedness is not moderation to anybody.
And they should stop judging it as abroad. If she was back home, maybe she's got tired of the dread, or but having color doesn't mean. But why do people term it abroad?
for you. It's still within the premise of moderation. For some people, it's extreme. You are going out of that moderation set. Alright? I'm not even talking about the extreme one. So moderation to individual differ.
No,
There's the one that is societally acceptable. We are insisting. Going back to this matter about women changing, I feel most time when the men complain, or some men, because not
men,
some, like I said, are just exaggerating, or they are the ones that actually need to change to catch up. But sometimes when they comment like this, it might be likely because they feel that the lady is attitudinal change. Maybe she's no more, you talk one, she talks 10. There are some people that have changed.
The things in the
Some of them have changed in the real fact of things. And that's why when you go abroad, don't change. Don't let your attitude to your spouse, whether it's the man to the woman. Because some men go out of our country, that's when they now start getting some side chicks, start seeing some nice
Where do they see the money? I hear that just where do they see money to do all those?
Yeah, you don't need too much.
Because I know ladies get it like, because this money is not enough. Where do they see the money? Do they go on shift, work hours, and now give it to?
No. They are making good money. Some make good money. No.
They are not. It's not easy to make this money now in this cold.
I think we are coming from the part where in our country, if you take a woman out, you have to pay.
To get liver, you want to reach something?
No, I'm test it out now. When they test the water,
like what if your wife knows in call?
I still maintain my proverb. If it was not, if that is gold and silver, it would change.
Okay,
that's
so men change, everybody change. So why?
So what is our final advice into couples or families that are having this? Oh, she has changed. She's no more the way she used to be before. This woman before, when I tell her, oh please, where's my food? She will quickly bring it. Now she doesn't even agree. She told me to go and microwave. She told me your food is in the freezer. What is that? Because I brought her abroad. Now she has changed. That's some complaint.
For me, I would want to say communication. Someone that you think change might not even know. It might be stress on her part that made her become that kind of woman or man that you think he or she is now. So call that person. I'm noticing some things in you. You were never like this. I've been married to you for maybe this number of years. You have never been this way. But since we came here, I've seen this pattern. Maybe when I call you nag or when I ask for food, you ask me to take it from microwave. Is there anything? That's me. I believe so much in communication. The woman even know. You might call her attention at that moment. And if it's something she was doing on purpose, then maybe that might make her rethink and say, oh, it's not making my husband happy. But if it's a woman that sign out finally, maybe her mind is made up. She will say, I'm happy. This thing is even getting at the person I can't target.
Because she has been sacrificing since now. She's like,
I heard the story. Sorry to cut you. I heard the story. Like, woman, it's in this Canada, like wife changed in this word changed. They said the man said. But I asked the man, what has it? Because she said it wasn't that way. Like, what is it you've done? Because they came to Canada less than 2 years before this whole issue. In fact, the wife moved out and took or like went with the children. But the husband, when they got here, wife got a better job. She was doing better. So the husband was at her mercy. But the man said nothing. I said, are you sure back home? Because some women can things. Oh, probably the woman that canned all this time said, one day we'll get to. But the man said, no, there's nothing. Then that was his. What was it then that you were doing? Because I don't want to believe within space of 2 years, someone can just become this to you.
Right.
But he never said, he just said, so it might be another thing, but we should still learn to forgive. It might be a changed person. Give the man an opportunity to. So
I still hold on tenaciously to the fact that people change, whether they're in Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa, Singapore, or Canada. As marriage goes older, people inside the marriage changes. Now, that change if it's going to be for good, is now dependent on the level of communication between the couple, and which you have said. Now, again, we must also push that further, because I remember in one of our episodes, I think you were the one that asked that question. They've been talking, the man is not changing. What do you do? So if you've done one-on-one communication and you are not able to reach the man, or the woman is not able to reach the man, there has to be somebody senior in your circle of friends or circle of influence. It might be church based, it might be whatever based, that you can meet
So
that is a neutral person that will look at whatever it is that we mediate. That would be the next thing I would say, go and do it. But if after having done everything and all that, you have to take a decision, that's my own view.
Yeah. Whichever way, I just think that couples should also try and adjust. If, as long as there is no physical, there is no waywardness from any of the party, whether the husband or wife. When I say waywardness, I'm trying to say like there's no detachment, emotional detachment, where she doesn't even care about you, he doesn't even care about you. Those are the attitudinal change that I feel that some people might complain about, not the house chores related.
Right.
So if it's attitudinal change, she treats you like no emotional. Maybe the man is always on his phone nowadays. He doesn't give you time. Those are some changes people complain about, or the woman and the other way around. So if you should change, you should try and catch up. You improve. If you notice the person is usually on your phone, or you are the one that has been on your phone, like Okiti said, communicate about it. You're always on your phone nowadays. Content creators, you find yourself on the phone doing one thing. Like that. So many things are enclosed inside that small phone. You could be a student and all your life is inside that phone. What you read, what you do. Even if you are watching messages, if you are a religious person, Christian or Muslim, you are anything you do now
on the phone.
So what you are doing on the phone might be very, very important to you. But so because of that, you are not aware that you're spending this length of time on the phone. And your spouse will tell you, oh, you've spent so length of time. Oh, in fact, this is what I'm actually doing. You communicate. Like my husband, it happens to me. That's like you've spent so much, you are now on your phone. No, every time this is your phone. Like, yeah, what I'm actually doing. I have to explain what I'm doing, the things I have done and whatever. And that gives you a perspective that, okay. And that makes me like, okay, let's round up and give that some time. Because if this phone is so addictive, you can forget. And you're just talking to you. And you're just, because you're on your phone. You're going to Facebook and
so many things, online that
you looking at YouTube and watching skits and funny videos. So all these things can impact on the relationship. So those are areas that spouses can say, oh, this person has changed.
Yeah.
We need to adjust.
But I find it might be, there's a family story that I heard, like, about church, though they are still they are together, they will be like, they are together as a family, but the complaint is maybe the wife comes back tired and things like that. I might even be in the other room. Maybe a woman that has not really been working back home. Anytime you say, you blow your whistle, the woman is available. But here now, someone that has gone since morning probably tired and say, oh no, the man might start thinking, oh, because you got there, is there maybe there's someone else taking your attention, and honestly, it might not be as if the woman has. So many. That's like a communication matters.
I'm not going to call the preacher's name for good reason, but he was doing this kind of marriage counseling, and a guy picked up the mic and said, what would you advise if I call my wife and tell her that this night it is going on? In the morning, that was when he said it, to tell the wife that this night this will happen.
Why is he booking ahead?
Wait, now story they call. So that this night is going to happen. And then night comes, he is all ready for it. And then the woman says, I am tired. And then he thinks that maybe make some move. The woman would finally, and then he said the pain of elbow. Because as he's trying to get familiar, the woman elbowed him, that the pain of elbow the next day was still in his mind. And he is a lecturer where he gets temptation every day. So because I'm telling you, I'm going by your story. You said the woman is tired. But this man gave pre-booking. He booked ahead. So but the tiredness now, you can't tell. No, so what the preacher now said is, the woman is in the wrong. That's how he said. He said, because in this particular scenario, the man had called you ahead to say, oh, I'm feeling this way, I need this. That is not the day you will now go and do all the activities that will make you tired. That was his even if I don't know. Even
if he has not booked ahead, that's part of marriage.
Which can book ahead?
That means the marriage is becoming too serious. Why is he booking ahead?
No. He could notice that. Because sometimes you prepare the person ahead. So there was nothing wrong in him saying it. Sometimes it improves expectation. Right. So sometimes it fires like, okay, let me get ready. Something is nothing. However, I feel that both of them are on the wrong. Now, the woman that elbowed overdid it. She's tired, true, but there are other ways. We women sometimes we do. Myself inclusive. Confession time, yeah. So we will like, if you come near me, remove that hand. Sometimes we do that, and then we should. So, but I think I would say the woman was on the wrong in the sense that she should have communicated better. I'm really, really tired. Sorry, please. Nothing. And then maybe, sometimes there's this tiredness that touch is irritating you. Your body is doing as if it is a snake that is touching you. Because
but the fact that
your emotion, forget about her head will not. If she worked herself tired, or there are some scenarios you can't help yourself. So let's even leave the man being ahead. Because we are alive, we are trying to fix our technical issues. I hope you're enjoying our discussion. If you have your comments about what we have been talking about, leave it in the comment below, because we are even just talking to ourselves, but you are also in. We would like to hear from you, whether now or later when you watch this video after we've ended the live. What is your suggestion? Are we making sense? Does it make room? Because if you're a man, you're a woman, give your suggestion. What's your comment about it? And don't forget, at this point, if you have not followed us on TikTok, follow us. We'd like to be friends with you. I'm sure you enjoy what you are seeing. And also on YouTube, please connect with us, like and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button to show that you are a member of our community. Yeah, we appreciate your views.
Yeah, so I think we've sorted that thing out now.
Okay. Now.
So TikTok, I know the last week saying that even women get tired.
So sometimes
even if the man says ahead, but would that now make the man say, okay, next time I'm not going to even tell her ahead, since it doesn't make any difference?
No, there's not. The man shouldn't be that rigid. If she just said, "Oh, I'm tired," in fact, there are some things you didn't expect that happened, and your body just does not cooperate, whether he has told you ahead or not.
Yeah.
Because even before he mentioned it, he doesn't know the state of activity you needed to do. So he mentioned it, he didn't mention it, does not mean it's automatic. Your body is still your body.
A man can be tired too.
Give you notice. Body pains will not give you notice. I've experienced all that too. So, but it's the communication that came with this. Okay, when the woman initially told, "I'm tired," or maybe she told, "I'm tired," and he was still trying to, like, maybe when I keep up, we react. But like, this one, I think full of seriousness. She jabbed him. She gave him a jab, like, "See, leave me alone.
No, let me be."
Or maybe some people will scream or shout or raise their voice, and that will, like, everything go down, that kind of thing. And the man will feel hurt, of course, dehumanize, moralize, and everything.
Yeah.
Build up some kind of, well, okay, let me just understand with her. She was tired. Then, yesterday, did you have to help me? Just tell me now. I was trying to stimulate you to see if you help up. Because there are some time, maybe between couples, you still try, and later she will respond.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, okay, maybe this is one of those days. But probably that was not one of those days. Yeah. So she gave you a jab. So this is let me leave her. Right. So you calm down, you take it on a light note. But when you now start being like, why did she hit me? And you now use that and make a big so then you're going way above. So be the man, I'm like, okay, my wife, sorry,
sorry. Now you know I can say sorry.
And now wait till you preach now. Sweeter. People know that you can go in this direction. You can be matured and take the high road, high ground, high moral ground. And like, okay, my wife, sorry, but you shouldn't have jabbed me like that. I just thought maybe if I continued, you will cooperate, but no problem. Sure, you'll be ready for me today, Sham. Don't go and say,
that kind of
the wife might adjust, but if you don't notice the wife, leave me, then you now know there's something beyond that. Right. So it's all a communication. I think I have spoken for the guys too, right?
So I would just add this on the top, and I think it's one relationship very well known. Again, I wouldn't call the name. What he said that he usually advises such couples is, people get tired, to your point. People get tired. Anything could have happened. Between that time, the man told her in the morning and the night, she could have developed a fever or menstrual pain or whatever that made it legit for her not to. That she would, what they go by is, whoever turns the other one down, the onus is now on that person to make the move the next time.
What if the person doesn't want to do? She won't have that
person. So this is where it now comes to her point. This is where it now comes to her point, because it's a two-way street. We still need to look at this from the man's side. Not every man is that large-hearted
to say sorry.
Their ego was bruised, because according to the story, the man said even the next day when he work, the elbow, not the physical pain in his chest, that he was still feeling the elbow.
Was that the first time he had received no, he's
that's what he said. I'm not saying that because he's a lecturer and she sees women dancing.
That one, no, I don't want to agree. So I don't want to agree because she said no once. He now saw that woman. He's not. So if the go ahead.
Now he didn't say he slept with them. He said when he was talking to that man of God that when he's seeing all of these people dangling in front of him, and he's remembering that the woman elbowed him
one time,
that the temptation is there.
No, yes.
So that's why he was asking that pastors. Okay, in this scenario, what do I do? Now, because it was content, I didn't get to hear what the pastor.
I think
But
temptation.
I've listened to another relationship pastor that said, in that scenario, the onus is now on the woman to say, okay, my husband, I rejected you this time for whatever reason. I will be willing tomorrow or next tomorrow.
Make up for
That,
it.
so that everybody comes to a middle.
I get
Not
your point,
waiting
but
for the man again to
if the man wants to, if the man can book. Either somebody is saying, for me, if it happens to me, like anybody can book. It doesn't have to be because I was the one that say anybody can book. If it's a booking thing, yeah. Because today you might not even be in the mood. Tomorrow you might be in that mood.
The truth is that if the woman is, if they had forced and the woman knows that she hurt him, and it's really,
it's not physical. If it was, and that's why we say the sorry body. And that's all that women outside. That's not. It's not the physical that is even paining the man. It's the one that was rejected.
But aside that, even in such scenario, whether the woman can make it up by next time, I rejected this man. Okay, let me. Even if you don't want to, you can use body language to, by
one time rejection should not make him go and look at.
We are talking about it's a long-term marriage, so it might not just be one time. It might not be maybe consistent. It could be on and off. And for all those that experience this kind of, oh, I'm tired, I don't want to do today or tomorrow, and then try and as least as a woman, it's like a form of apologizing for I hurt your feeling that day. Okay, let me make it up for you. Let me make it up for you, and then that will, so it's a matter of balance. It's balancing. The woman can still say, okay, since you booked now, okay, when you are ready, come and book.
Like that. I like their language. Book me down. Booking. And do you know the woman might not even want to, there are some women that go hormonal imbalance. Maybe she is experiencing PCOS, which is reducing her libido and things like that. Things like that happen. That's why I said communication. That the man should not call your wife and say, oh, I've noticed this trend in you. It might be something she might not even want to. She might not think about, like she might not even know that is happening to her or want to discuss with the husband. So when a man or if it's the other way around, so that it won't be men all the time. Like communicate. I've been noticing this trend. When I taught you can kind of hear what's happening. Probably the lady is even seeing someone else or about to see someone else outside, and if the husband will make her reason, it might be. You don't know different reasons. No, I'm just saying maybe might be that one. Different scenario. Yeah, there might be different factors attributed to why she's elbowing the husband. You don't know.
I'm just saying. I might be wrong.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one. I think it was.
Thank you for joining our live, and I hope you enjoyed our discussion. I know there were lots of different views and all that. Yeah, that's what life is all about. But I think most importantly, we are after the peace, health, and happiness in every home.
Yes.
So you know your home, you know your spouse. Yeah. Don't change abnormally.
Yeah.
And let not the change be behavioral change that makes you go down the moral road.
Right. Something that you can still understand. If you're dressing, you can always adjust. If it is in the matter of house chores and cooking, you can always adjust. But when it comes to behavioral change, where you are now more insultive, whether from the man or the woman, abusive, verbally and physically, then that is a problem. You need counseling. Exactly. Counseling.
Yeah.
So this is from us to you. Say, join us on our live next time. All right. Remember, subscribe, like, and share.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.